Hi, I made this video because I wanted to help some of my students that were having difficulties numbering their pseudocode by hand in Microsoft Word. As it turns out, Word has functionality that you can use to generate line numbers automatically, and this is what I'll be showing today. What I have here is a sample lab, and here's my pseudocode. Before we begin, I highly recommend changing the orientation of this document from portrait to landscape. In order to do that, go to the Word menu and select Page Layout, Orientation, and then select Landscape. I'm going to scroll down now and notice how in my pseudocode now I have some extra space here on the right margin. This is very convenient because it allows you to write longer one-liners in your code. For example, if you're writing if statements that have 2 or 3 or more conditions, you could put the if statement all in one line, which makes it easier to read. Now we're going to select this pseudocode so we could line number. There is 2 ways to do this. The first way is just click your left mouse button and hold it, and then start dragging down the mouse until you reach the end. The other method is start on your first line, press the Shift key and hold it, and then with your cursor down key, you could select one line at a time until you reach the end of the code. Choose whichever method is more convenient or easy for you to do. Now that we have our code selected, let's go to line numbers, line numbering options, select selected text, because what we're about to do, we want it to happen just to the text that we have here, not for the entire document. Select line numbers, click add line numbering, leave the start at 1 because we want to start with line number 1, and the count by keep it as 1 because in this case we want the increments of lines to be 1 at a time. And again, select restart each section, so this is only applicable to what we have highlighted. Click OK, and then click OK again. And as you can see, we have line numbers created in our code. And look, if you notice, this is very consistent with the line numbering options created by Visual Studio, Eclipse, and other professional programmer tools. Now what we could do here is I want to finish this code and I want to set this variable sum, difference, product, and quotient to 0. So I'm going to go to the second line here, and then I'm going to hit enter to create a new line. Once I hit enter, notice how the line number rearranges itself. So now this line is line number 2. So now I'm going to type set sum to 0. I hit enter. And notice how now my third line opens, so I do set difference to 0. Hit enter, set product to 0, and then set quotient to 0. And notice how the line numbers kept realigning themselves while I type code. So this is how you do it. I hope this video is helpful. Feel free to share with anyone, and thanks for watching.